Welcome back, Jacko mains. Today we're going to go over how to beat Axel while using Jacko. So Axel has great buttons for dealing with our projectiles. Even minions that come from above. So if Axel is killing your minions with those buttons, I suggest you do the servant shoot, but not this one right here. You want to hold the minion first and drop it low and then kill. So it goes under the P. So you don't even have to wait that long. Just wait for it to get down to her foot, and eventually you get the timing down. It's not that bad, and you can get under the standing P. Now the main reason why we want to get the minions onto Axel is so that we can do minion attacks and then defense command as well, so that we can get in on Axel. So let's say we throw it, we can just do a minion attack, something like that, so we can get in on him. Or if your opponent is the type to kill the minion after the first minion attack, and then you're just kind of stuck in the same position, you can always just use defense command afterwards. And when defense command hits, I suggest going for this when you possibly can, because when defense command hits, it gives you let me make sure he hits it, a lot of time to close the distance on him. You get a whole lot of time, so you want to look out for this. So basically you definitely want to get your minion next to the Axel, is basically what I'm trying to say. Since Axel has so much range, you should usually be on the lookout for a defense command, especially when you have a minion out. Because even if your player is jump attack here, that'll catch him, and then you can close the distance. And let's say this move right here too, that'll go under the minion, right? But go out defense command and that hits. So if he's trying to zone you out, you defense command and you're in. Now oftentimes you're gonna find yourself in this position with Axel being full screen from him. So he's probably going to be looking out for your minion tosses if he's not, using his own long range attack himself. So what I like to do is to throw this out, even if he looks to anti-air that. There's still a lot of time to kill the minion in the air. There's still a lot of time to approach him. So even if he does kill it there, we still can approach him there, or we can just throw another one too. So you can't get both of them unless he has a really good time standing punch. Even then, the one flying from above will hit him anyways. So. But most likely you won't get the chance to send this out, because Axel's gonna be doing this move right here. So that's gonna be kind of the situation that you're gonna be in a lot. So Axel's gonna be hitting you from long range, and you're not gonna get enough time to get a minion off, right? So what I like to do when I'm in this predicament is I'll double jump with the minion in my hand and toss it like so. So if we hit him like that, now we have him blocking. Now he's probably not gonna hit a button. So we can shield command and get close, or we can do double minion attack and get close. So that's the kind of setup that I like to go for. So you'll end up here a lot of times just being full screen. So he goes for this, we throw it, and then we just minion attack our way to get to him. Another thing you should take into account is your heavy slash range. Now, if you play Jacko like I do, I like to throw out a lot of heavy slashes, especially when I get in this range, just so I can get close to my opponent, get a kick in and get a minion summon and all that. What a good Axel will do is he'll do a 2K, because it absolutely stops your heavy slash. Every time you try. Because a lot of Jacko stuff can get low profile, so even the standing slash, it just kind of goes right over it. Even your standing kick. So you don't really have a good way to retaliate against that, so just be on the lookout for that. If anything, your best option would probably be to go for a 2K as well, even though you'll clash. So be prepared for the clash if it does happen, and just kind of go for another 2K into the 2D. Now what I'm gonna say next doesn't really pertain to Jacko. It's pretty much universal for all characters, or you can even this is something that can help you in all fighting games. Now that I think about it, right? Is this area right here? So it's mostly when dealing with people with range, like zoners obviously, but people who have a lot of range. We get into this area right here. right? Because in this area, you can either jump in or you can keep running. So this is a very important spot for Axel, because if we get to this point and we want to jump in, he can just anti-air us. So he's gonna be looking out for it depends on his mindset, right? If he's looking for the jump in, he'll catch you here every time. Now, in this area, he can also reach you with his 2 heavy slash. So this happens in a lot of fighting games. Somebody who has the range to reach this area right here. So it's kind of like a 50-50 in itself. You can either keep running, or you can just go for a jump in right in this area. But yeah, this isn't just something that pertains to Jacko. It's a pretty universal thing. But it's a 50-50 that you want to go for with Axel. Like, don't be afraid to just charge at him sometimes, you know? Like, sure, we have the corner thing that we can double jump and throw the minions, but don't be afraid to charge at him, especially if he's like throwing this out right here, because you can run under that. Maybe if you're close, you'll get hit, or if you're just standing still, you'll get hit. But if you're running, you can just go right up under it and just get you a good grab. So something that's very important, don't be afraid to just run at him. I know that's not something that you normally would do when fighting somebody, but it works against Axel, trust me. Alright, so just to go over, just to have an overview on how to beat Axel, right? So we're in the corner. If we can throw our minions from here and do stuff like this, then we should go for it. But usually Axel's going to be using his full range attack, so we want to jump with our minion in hand and get it to connect to Axel. And if we can throw this out and get that towards him too. But basically what I'm saying is we really want to get a minion close to Axel. So we can do the minion strikes, or we can go for the minion strike defense command. Part of me really likes the defense command more, because even if he doesn't attack it, we can still like move in a little bit, right? Because he's not going to be able to throw anything out. And if he does throw something out and he gets hit by it, then we're going to be right next to him, and then we don't have to deal with his zoning. And also, don't be afraid to run up on Axel. You know, if he throws out if he's throwing out standing P, then like don't be afraid to just run at him and just get a grab there. There's not really too much you gotta watch out for Axel range-wise. You just gotta be the one to get in on him. And if he has meter, obviously he could yellow Roman cancel and he can use his overdrive. So you want to be on the lookout for those things when he has meter. Like when Axel doesn't have meter, just go nuts. Just get on him and just go nuts. Let's see, what else am I missing here? They said to throw the minions, defense command. Oh, a lot of people have told me, well, last time I fought an Axel in one of the fight videos, they didn't know that you could block this move right here. But yeah, you can block it. Just hold back and you can block it. Even if you're in the sky, you can block it. You can block it from anywhere. As long as you're blocking, you can block the time stop. I was unaware that people didn't know that you couldn't block it. But yeah, for those who didn't know that, yeah, it's a thing. You can block that. And watch out for the 2K when you're going in for heavy slashes. You know, if he's catching on to you and he starts 2King this, then just stop doing it. Just stop doing it and look for another way to get in on him instead. Because because most of Jacko stuff can get low profiled. So if anything, just kind of match a 2K or go for something else, or maybe just back off and just toss a minion or something. But yeah, the overall plan is to get the minion close to Axel, do a minion attack or a minion defense command, and just kind of go from there. You just want to get close to him and then do all your Jacko stuff and do all your kind of Jacko pressures here, and then obviously the main goal is to get him to the corner and then like to destroy him in the corner. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's everything. And that is my guide to beating Axel while using Jacko. I used to think this was a really hard matchup, man. I used to think it was like one of her like really bad ones. Maybe not. Maybe even. But I think it's one of her better matchups actually. Because when you think about it, like the only thing he really has is range, and there is a way for you to get your minions out on him. With Happy Chaos, he can kind of just keep shooting you, and there's no double jump to get your minion on him. There's nothing you can do to get your minion on him. But with Axel, you can, and as long as you get a minion close to him, then you can potentially close the distance. So it's not as bad as a matchup as I used to think. When I first started out with Jacko, I thought it was like really hard. But nowadays, it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy, man. Not bad at all. So if I forgot anything, oh, and just to reiterate, defense command will be your best friend. If you always throw something and you gotta mean it out, just always use defense command, please. So if I forgot to mention anything, just let me know in the comments so you can, help me out, help the other Jackal players out, get that info out there, man. Let everybody know if there's some kind of trick you have towards Axel that maybe I didn't mention here, because, I didn't go into too many of these moves, but I don't think most of his moves are a problem, really. I just kind of focus out like the problem ones, which really isn't that many. So yeah, leave a like if this video has helped you in any way, and subscribe for daily fighting game content. Thank you for watching.